started it.
Welcome to the I'm Just Not Interested podcast with your girl, Dom. Welcome. Can we get a little clip? Like, this is so true.
Yes.
You have your girl, Dom, here today, and you also have me. She is behind the scenes. Again, we're going to get her on this side one day.
Hello, everybody.
I don't know why she's bluffing.
I just can't.
I don't know why. But anyway, if you all tuned into the first podcast, I'm very, very thankful for your views, and I'm happy that everybody who did chime in enjoyed it. And I'm also hoping that you all are able to subscribe to my YouTube. It is titled the I'm Just Not Interested podcast with Dime. So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, I can finally say that because I got
YouTube. Yep.
But anyway, this podcast episode will be about self-care. This was a topic that I definitely wanted to talk about, but it was also a topic that somebody recommended that we talk about. So this is going to be a really good conversation. So let's just get into it. Self-care. I feel like everybody talks about self-care in this generation. It's like, oh, self-care, oh, this, that, it's just like a term that we use. And do we even really know what it is? I think everybody defines it on their own. Everybody may have self-care for their day, or they may have self-care as just like a term that they live by. Oh, this is my self-care. I don't like it. I'm just not interested. I'm sorry. Like, if you're gonna really do self-care, like, really define it, really believe in it, make it something that you really want to do to be meaningful for your life. So
yeah, like, what does that truly mean to you?
Right.
Not like the what you see on Instagram and stuff like that, like makeup or whatever, cleaning your face or whatever stuff you see, like that little stuff. Even though that may be, because I know I do that too, but like, what does that really mean? Is it just the outside, the surface? Is it just the surface?
Right. And for me, it's not.
Right.
I think, like, it's a term that we just throw around, like how y'all throw around manifest.
Oh my gosh!
I am not interested in that. God, the universe, I really apologize if this offends anybody, but I'm not interested.
Not at all. Not in the least.
Yeah.
The manifesting and the who are you, God? I'm all for speaking positivity in your life and whatnot, but making it seem like,
girl,
I am saying this, so this is going to happen.
This is no.
Like, as if you have all the power to make it happen. Because if God don't want it for you, it ain't gonna happen. I don't care how many times you say
it. That's what he gonna be like, I'm not interested.
You gotta be quicker than that.
He's gonna tell you just like that, I'm not interested. But yeah, I feel like self-care, that's a term that y'all throw around. Like I said, y'all throw around manifest, y'all throw around the universe, because that's what y'all see. That's what's trending.
Yeah, I was about to say, because it's a trend. Right. It's a trend.
It's a trend. So y'all want to hop on that trend and not even know what you're getting yourself into.
Just because everybody else into it.
Exactly. So speaking of trends, I wanted to bring this up because I heard this on the radio. I listen to the radio every day. Well, not every day, but like when I drive, I don't listen to my aux. I listen to the radio. Especially in the morning when I go to work. I like to listen to the talk show and just hear like the different topics that they're talking about. And so something came up. I'm not sure who the individuals are, but they did mention having a 14-year-old get a wax. Like,
I think I saw it on social media.
Yeah.
I think I saw it on, like,
I'm not sure if she's getting like a Brazilian or a bikini, but I know it's down there.
Yeah.
That they deemed as self-care. They're like, oh, they're just teaching her self-care.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they said that.
They were talking about that on the radio, and I'm like, that is not, for me, self-care. Now, granted, I will go and get my wax. I'll get my bikini wax, make it all nice and fresh for my man, and if I'm going on vacation and stuff.
The radio people, like the radio personalities, were saying that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, I thought like the mom was saying.
No, so I never saw the actual post or if there was like a video or anything that was going with it, but I did see that. Well, I did hear that the radio personalities were saying like, oh yeah, this is like a self-care thing. They're teaching her self-care, but they were opposed to it. Like, some people were opposed to it. Some people were saying like, what are your thoughts? And a lot of people were chiming in saying, oh, well, this is just a good way to teach your child self-care. No, self-care is not getting wax at 14, in my opinion. I just don't agree with that because, one, we teach our children. Now, I don't have no kids, but when I do have children, I'm going to teach my child, do not allow a stranger to go and play with your honey. That's not okay. So regardless if I'm sitting there or the mom or the guardian, whoever is sitting there and they're allowing their child to get the wax, you still don't know what's going on in that waxer's head. You don't know what they're thinking about, down to gynecologists. You don't know what they're thinking about, but they're at an age and they have signed things to, let them do whatever they got to do.
Yeah, as long as the mom is there.
Exactly. So I just think, I do think they sign waivers, like at European wax and stuff like that.
I don't know. I've only been one time.
I've been one time, and no shade to European wax, but it hurt.
Yeah.
I
mean, wax is hurt for me in general. That's why I hate getting them, and I don't really get them like that. I just tear it all off.
And I think the franchise is what makes it more like, okay, we just gotta rip this off and get it done. I mean, you may have some waxes that actually do care, but also
just give me Gina.
Just give me Gina.
Gina. I'm gonna take Gina.
If anybody wants to know about Gina, she's a secret.
No, I was about to say we ain't sharing because
because then she gonna be booked
exactly. And I mean, I'm not trying to stop her bag, but I don't listen. Yeah. I don't want to wait. I ain't
sorry. We gonna gatekeep Gina.
I'm gonna keep Gina to myself.
Yes, but I just don't agree that particular form of self-care is.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know how I feel. I 100% will probably not let my daughter go get a wax at 14. But, being 14 and when you want to wear a bikini or a bathing suit, obviously at 14, you have,
developed.
Yeah. So, obviously you don't want any of that to show because you don't know what other people think. And then plus it's not cute. It's not cute to have. And then you don't want people talking about her, making fun of her. Like why's your stuff all just... You
got a bush!
Right, hanging out the sides. So I definitely, because our mom taught us how to make sure you trim
it or you
shave it, and you can whatever. Shave or nair it, whatever helps or whatever they can use. Because I know a lot of women are or little girls you're sensitive down there, so not everybody can nair. I will nair in a minute, especially if it's something quick. I'm gonna nair it off, but I don't necessarily know. I mean, to each his own. I just personally would not take my 14-year-old to get wax. My husband wouldn't even probably be like, no, she's not getting.
Hell no.
What? Yeah, he would definitely be like, no, for what? They got shavers and
they got
whatever else. Like, they don't need any of that. So I don't necessarily. I wouldn't do that because that's just too much. Because number one, at 14, are you even having sex to
You better not.
Yeah, I mean, well, some of them are. So I don't know.
I
don't know.
This is how I deemed it. If you're not of age to go to a gynecologist, which is typically, I think, 21 now.
Really, I went at 16, but probably because I was having sex.
Now, when I was going to the pediatrician, they kicked me out. They said, you got to now go. They said, you have to now go to your gynecologist. Now, I don't remember what age exactly I went, but I know for sure that I was not
I think the cutoff
18.
Is 19.
It might be 19. I think it's 19. That's the number that was in my head. That I think that's when she was like, okay, time for you to.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Down, darling. And I was just like, ooh. But no.
Grow up.
Right. I was like, dang. But I like that doctor. Anyway, I think if you're not old enough to go to the gynecologist, then you should not be getting your wax. If you can't go there by yourself and be there with your, just you and your doctor or just you and your waxer, then I don't think it's necessary for you to go.
I mean, and I do think, I mean, obviously this day and age is completely different.
Yeah, because a lot of these girls today is
yeah, they're me. They're
thicker, they everything.
They do things that I don't do. They dress the way I don't dress. So I think the times are different, and because of the way that I grew up, it's just kind of how I raised my kids. Because I don't know.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's different. So I want to talk about how my self-care goes. And feel free to comment down below and let me know what y'all do for your self-care.
Yes.
Y'all can piggyback off of what I do. I'm here to just share different ideas, help y'all get an idea of what self-care may be if you don't know or if you don't have like a self-care regimen for yourself. So for me, self-care, I think it goes mental, emotional, and physical. Mm-hmm. So it's like if I can't be well in all those places, if I can't care for myself in all those places, then I'm not hitting my self-care regimen. So like mentally, my mind has to be right. I cannot have things that I'm not interested in entering my space because it'll throw my vibe off. Once my vibe is thrown off mentally, emotionally, I'm screwed up. Physically, I'm going to eat myself out of a house and a home probably. I don't know. But like, so usually I want to make sure that, you know, I'm writing in my like prayer journal or something, or praying. My area to pray, my Gethsemane. Am I saying that right, Dad?
Say it again.
Gethsemane. Is that it?
Is it
Gethsemane? I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway,
it's something like that.
It's something like that. It's my peaceful place to pray, where it's quiet. There's nobody there to bother, interrupt. It's the shower. Oh. Yep. That's where I like to start getting my self-care started. Like, so if I have like a full self-care day kind of scheduled for myself, I'm starting with my shower, getting my mind together. I'm praying, you know, doing my face routine. I'm like, oh, feeling fresh. Might put on a little scrub on my body, you know, smelling like pineapple. I like that. Seriously, I use a pineapple scrub and I love it. And I think my husband uses it too because it starts going away. Like, I'm like, I know I did not dig a whole thing in this last time. He ain't gonna tell me. And I think he used his man soap to cover up the smell. Because when I get out of there, I know I can smell the pineapple. When he get out, I smell the man smell. But I know that man is using my stuff. And if you're watching this, stop using my stuff. Because I just got a new pack. Don't touch it. Anyway, I do my face routine, and then, you know, I ain't read no book. I done tried. We're going to get there.
I can do ebooks. I can definitely do an ebook.
I might watch a podcast, you know, something like that. I'll probably go get my nails and my toes done. Might go to the chiropractor. Yes. Some acupuncture. Now, I literally had a day like this, and I was like, oh my gosh.
It felt amazing.
Feel like,
all right, Whitney.
Like, girl, I felt like I was that girl for real, because I was like, I just feel so relaxed and refreshed and like joyful. And I just felt so amazing. Like, I don't even know what other words I can explain to just tell you, like, this was my self-care day. So I think I did that maybe like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was.
And that's when I realized this is what I need to do for self-care. It's not, let me go to Marshall's because, you know, I like to shop a little bit. It's not all the way just that. It's get my nails. I had got my hair done that day too. My hair was done. My nails was done. I went to the chiropractor. I went to acupuncture. And what else did I do? I probably got me something good to eat. I don't know. But like that in itself really was like, oh, this is my self-care. I didn't have nobody bothering me. Nobody was calling me. I wasn't really on social media like that. So that's another part. Social media needs to be removed sometimes for you to have like a healthy self-care moment. And I've talked to a few people now, and they're like, yeah, I might just hop off social media for this amount of time. And it's crazy because in June, a lot of people was doing that, and I didn't even know. So I think like that in itself is my self-care. But it can change. It doesn't always have to be the same. I'm not always gonna go get acupuncture. I'm not always gonna go to the chiropractor. I might just want to sit in a house and have a clean home. That's part of my self-care. Making sure my house is clean, smelling good. You know, I don't have a care in the world. I'm just sitting here in my space, chilling. Might have a candle going. Might have some new flowers. Buying some new flowers is part of my self-care. I really like that too. So any of those, that's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in the fake self-care where, oh, I'm doing my self-care. That's how the people talk. Oh yeah, on the TikToks and stuff. Their voiceovers, they be like, yeah, I'm doing my face routine and using my body scrub today. No, that's not. That's your everyday thing. If you ain't washing your tail every day,
it should be
something's wrong. But what does your self-care look like, Niece?
I haven't had a self-care day in a long time. I tried last year when we did our vision boards.
Okay.
And I tried to incorporate at least once a month a self-care day where I would, like I said, I wanted to, because I don't get to deep cleanse my face like I be wanting to, because I'm always just like on the go, either with the kids or work or something. So I was just like, I'm just gonna spend that day to kind of just like reset, and I would just be like, I'm gonna take a nice hot bath. I may read, I may not, I may listen to music or whatever. It just depends. And I'll, groom myself and everything like that. But then maybe read and pray, and like that's it. But it's very rare I can have a full day. But just those couple of hours was okay for me, because that's just what worked for my life. It's just a couple hours, because I don't have time for a full day. But I haven't done one in a while, and when you brought up the topic of self-care, I'm like, man, I really need to figure out, I need to do that for myself again, because I'm motherfucking tired, man.
You mentioned that you want to find your work-life balance.
Yeah, because it's so hard for me right now to even just do small things. Like, it's really hard because
you're adjusting to
like with going to work Monday. I mean, like, I'm used to having my day off during the week, and then I'm off every other weekend, whereas now I'm just off every weekend. And that sounds great to everybody, but for me, we have 3 children, and I'm going to work, and then as soon as I leave work, I go straight to the gym. And then from the gym, I go home. I may clean. A lot of times I don't have to cook because my husband will cook. But it's like, just kind of getting the house together or whatever with the kids. Just whatever has to go on at home. And then it's just like, all right, it's 8, 9 o'clock. I got to go to bed now. I got to get in the bed and kind of chill out, or even try to make some time for myself, even if it's just for a second. If I'm playing the game on the phone or on my phone, like whatever it is, it's so hard for me right now, and I'm just trying to figure out. And it's like, I don't get to see my husband during the week, because then he leaves to go to his second job at 5:30, and it's just like, I don't get to see him. So it's like on the weekends, it's like I don't want to do nothing else but be with him or be with the kids, or something like I don't want to do nothing else. I don't have time to do anything else because my family comes first. So it's a little difficult for me right now, but I'm gonna get it together.
Yeah. I think so the day that I explained, that's the day that everybody can't set something out like that every weekend or every week. Life is life, and it throws you curveballs, and you still have regular daily routines that you have to do. But I think a part of that, when you're identifying your self-care, is blocking out certain things that you're not interested in, like maybe talking to a friend who always just wants to dump on you.
Absolutely.
We're not doing that here. I don't allow anybody to just dump on me. I can't handle it. And the type of energy that it brings, like, see, you get that text, that person's name comes through your phone, and you instantly get like anxiety or something, like, oh, what do you want now? And it's nothing against that person. It's just like, you're dumping on me. This is interrupting my self-care. And sometimes you just got to be like, listen,
I'm just not interested in it today.
I'm not interested in that. I cannot handle that. I don't have the mental capacity for you to dump on me. So that's a part of self-care too. Telling your friends, it could be your best homegirl, your main man, 100 grand, but you like, look, if you are really there for me, you understand this is throwing off my self-care. I can't do this.
I agree with that. I didn't think about that. Like, when it's your self-care, like, also think about what you don't want
right
in your space in that moment.
It's like setting new standards for yourself. That's elevating your self-care each and every day. It could be something brand new. I don't want that coming across here. Nope, no thank you. Different things like that. Even just telling somebody like, listen, we can't be cool no more because you just toxic.
We are not going into that discussion.
No, I'm just saying, like, in general. Listen, Tanisha's always trying to get me going. She always,
because we talked about that a little bit last time.
A little bit, but I'm just saying, just like, the toxicity.
Yeah.
There we go. Toxicity.
That's the word.
That some people can bring on you. Just, I can't handle that. That's interrupting my self-care. Mentally, we have to make sure that we are together because there's too much going on in this world for us not to be here mentally. And for myself, like, bro life, when I was planning the wedding, I was still in school, full-time, finishing up my master's, my last semester. And what I was working full-time. I think I had just got a new job. There is a fly in here.
Yes,
and I
he
don't know
will
where
not
it came
let
from.
us be great. And he just trying to make an appearance on the camera.
Right. Interrupting myself.
Yes, look at. Oh, he's attracted to the light.
She fly don't bother me. I say
if it
that
goes
often.
Towards the door, I can let it out.
Yeah,
that's what I normally do at home. It didn't go towards the door. I don't know where it went.
Yeah. Anywho,
we're gonna have to give him a name.
Let's name him Stanley. Stanley is interrupting our self-care. He got to go. Him and his cousins came. She about to get him. You got him. Let's have
a funeral.
A moment of
silence for Stanley. Oh, shoot my phone.
Let's have a moment of silence
for
Stanley.
Moment of silence for Stanley. Short-lived.
Short-lived. You came, you saw it, you learned a little bit about self-care, and then you died.
Rest in peace, Stanley.
Rest in peace, brother Stan.
Brother Stan.
Rest in peace, brother Stan. I'm sorry you couldn't hang with us a little while longer, but you
was messing up our vibe. He was on a sunflower and everything, chilling.
So, Stanley that took me off my game.
I know. What were you saying?
We was talking about toxicity.
Yeah, but I don't know where you were going with it.
I was talking about how, like, some people could just be toxic in your life, and that can interrupt your self-care. It's too much going on in this world for us not to be mentally there, and that's a part of self-care. But anyway, I started moving on to when I was planning my wedding and going to school and full-time and still being fiance at that time.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have Nino. I'm a dog mom.
Well,
that's a pretty hard hat. But anyway, that time was very, 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 very stressful for me. Because it was like deadlines and things. Yeah. And it was like so much going on. And mentally, I was having like mental mind blocks. And I wasn't able to get on top of my self-care. I was praying because I'm like, Lord, please get me through this. Even though it was like great things that was happening, it was still like
a lot.
It was a lot. I had a really full plate. And so I think after that, all that was said and done, people kept saying, okay, what are you going to do now? Everything is over. I'm going to sleep. That was my self-care. And I kept saying that. I'm like, I just want to sleep. I just want to find something where I can just kind of remove myself from and kind of get to know me, get to know this new area of my life, this new moment, and all of that. I've had so many different things happening within like a year and a half or so, and I was just like, you know what, this I have to figure something out. So I always tell friends and family all the time, like, make sure you are prioritizing your self-care and that you're not being, you know, the hero for everybody. You have to prioritize your self-care. And somebody did understand that. Angie, my aunt Angie. Angie, I hope you watching this, girl. I hope you supporting that. You know. But anyway, I was helping her with like a couple things. We was preparing for Deshae's surprise party, and we was preparing for a few different things, and I was helping her. But that was on top of all the other things I had going on. I was in this class that was really, it was the last moments, and it was cringy. So I think she asked me something, and I said, you know, I can't do it this time or something. And she was like, you know, if I'm being too much, if I'm adding too much onto your plate, please let me know, because I prioritize self-care. And that was like, you know what? Somebody understands. Yeah. And she could have understood because she was also going through a lot of things in her life as well. She was getting her master's and stuff like that, working, mom, all that. So she understood. Some people just don't get it. And that's when you got to be like, nope, you got to go. I tell my husband all the time, you need to, he is always on the go. Now, always. I just him. Said that when I was on Instagram and I saw he was at the wage thing, something. Yeah. And I said, wage. Then he said he had to work, and then I thought he would have came. No. He went to work. He went to the wage pop-up shop. Now, you know, I'm not being sponsored or whatever, but I'm going to shout you out real quick, you know. Follow Wage Apparel, get you some clothes and stuff. It's nice. But yeah, he's at the pop-up shop, and then he had something else to go to after that. Oh, wow. And I was just like, well, I hope that we gonna go somewhere, because I got on a cute shirt. Right. And I look pretty. Not just the shirt. Not I have on a cute outfit. Right. I have on a cute shirt. I have on a cute shirt, and I hope you gonna take me outside. But a little bit. Yeah, that's a part of the self-care. Marriage self-care. That's something we should talk about next. I want to see Marlo stay home all day. Marlo doesn't have self-care. His self-care is going to the gym. One day, like, just to, go to the gym, but then just stay home. Just sit here. The rest of the day. Just sit with himself. You know what's, like, what I thought about as well with the self-care and just being by yourself. People are afraid. With yourself and it being quiet. People are afraid. They are so afraid to be by themselves and to be with themselves. Yeah, they start having these crazy thoughts. Yeah. And I think it's because today people aren't used to silence. Yes. I like to come home, and if there's nobody here, I don't mind my husband not being here all the time, because sometimes when he is here, it's like he talks. I love to talk to him, but he talks. And sometimes I just have to, like, mentally debrief. Yeah. And I can't do that all the time with him. But granted, you know, he's a part of my self-care too, because I'm like, where you at? Why ain't you home? Right. You know? But I think, like, just being by myself, I can really be like, you know, with yourself. Like, when I'm like by yourself, with yourself, in your own head, like, not, and then that's why all of these, I know that mental health is real. Yeah. But that's why a lot of people are now saying, like, oh, I have mental health issues, because everything you do is just so loud. There's always noise. Yeah. Whether, even if you're in your bed on your phone, that's noise. And you know, that's noise. You saying that people are so tied to their phones and they need so much noise. Yeah. You can turn on a Netflix show, but it's like background. Yeah. You know, because you still have need your phone, noise. And you have that playing in the background, and you're on your phone and you're watching all the TikToks and the Reels and what everybody else is doing. That people may say that's their self-care. No. I don't know what type of self-care y'all doing, but that is not right. Okay? That is not it.
Because it's like taking care of yourself, taking care of what self-care means to me is not, is yes, taking care of the outside and the surface, but also what about your inside? Because that's what really truly matters. Because this outside, this shell that we're living in, this is when we die, this just goes and shrivels up. It either gets burnt if you get cremated, or it shrivels up and deteriorates in the ground. That means nothing. This is just an armor, and then that's it. And then it goes away. So what about the inside? What about that part? The part that God looks at.
Your soul.
The part that you are judged on. Like, what are you doing about that?
Yeah.
But people can't deal with that and deal with that part of self-care because it's so much noise going around. It's something always keeping you mentally occupied.
And it's a lot of people that are fake woke.
Yeah,
and they believe like, you know, I have all this stuff going on the outside, but inside, like, I'm aware, I'm conscious, you know. No, you're not.
But are you aware of yourself?
Exactly. I'm aware. You know, I know where I'm going.
Whether it's good, bad, ugly, and like whatever it is, are you aware? Because I'm aware of myself. I'm aware of the ugly parts of me. I'm aware of the good parts of me. I'm aware of the insecure parts of me. Right. I'm aware of all of it, and I acknowledge it within myself. But if I don't take the time to be quiet and sit down and figure that out, like,
you're never gonna know how to address it.
No,
you're never.
That's why everyone just has all these issues.
And I think what allowed people to actually realize, oh, yeah, I'm dealing with, you know, this mental health issue, or I'm dealing, you know, or I'm not dealing with this, you know, it's COVID.
Yeah, absolutely.
COVID was literally a sit down.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I think for some, you know, who believe in God, they may say God did this to have us sit down, stop the world for a second. Yeah. And allow us to see. He wanted our attention, you know. And for some, he grabbed it. For some,
for those that he meant it for.
That's what, you know. And at the end of the day, I think for me, during that time, I was able to get in my my health back and figure out, you know, I need to make sure that I'm actually staying active.
Yeah.
I'm not just sitting here dwindling away like a lot of people did.
Niggas gained too much weight during that.
Girl. But no, we didn't gain a lot of weight. We actually
did.
No.
Yeah. During that little piece of time.
Chicken bone.
Yeah, during that little piece. But then I gained it all back plus some actually. Yeah. But yes, we did. You right.
We gained it back plus.
I did. I gained that weight back plus.
After that wedding. After I had been working to get into that dress, I said, somebody give me all the cake in the world because I was ready to eat. That was my self-care in that moment. And I paid for it. So I'm back in my health and wellness.
Yes, we back in that fitness.
If y'all want to check in with us, doing the check-in chain, and we'll make sure y'all add it on. And that could be something that y'all can implement into your self-care. Okay? I love vitamins. I love, you know, different supplements and stuff like that. But just like Nisha was saying, it is not going to fulfill your soul. That's not going to address what you got going on here. It's not going to make those problems go away. It might make you look good on the outside. Because I think I'm going all right. But
she's coming down.
I'm coming down, y'all. My waist beat fell off my rose. I ain't gonna need nobody for them roses too long. I'm trying to tell you it's coming down, but like just addressing like everything on a daily basis. Sometimes you just don't have it in you to do it. You just be like, I'm not interested. That's the part of self-care, saying I'm not interested. Period. So at the end of the day, self-care is very, very, very important. And I challenge y'all to figure out what you're not interested in and figure out what your self-care looks like on a daily basis and also on a full day. Let's see if you can set out some time, Marlo, and actually have your own day where you do nothing or you do something.
Yeah.
Just one thing for you. You only. Not me, not your homeboys. homegirls, family, none of that. Set it aside. So, any last words?
No, I just know I'm going to implement some self-care at some point in my life. I got to sit down and I got to figure my life out.
You gonna get there.
But before we go, to sum up the whole episode, what are you not interested in?
What are you not interested in that is really limiting you from reaching your self-care journey, regimen, not the scrubs, all that, you know. But really, what are you not interested in? Comment down below, let us know, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you hit that follow button, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.